Pumps the ball back downfield and be a line out taken 35 metres out from the Irish line.
Yeah, good play there from Genia. He just spotted that the Irish fullback was out and into the line, just pops it over the top, and a lovely little kick. Very aggressive defence, of course, from Australia as well.
Yeah, it's been a great start by Ireland, and they really needed this possession. And you're right, Gavin. You know, Genia is a player that, when all the pressure's on Cooper, Genia takes it off. He's such an experienced player for the player who I guess has only been around a little while.
Yeah, everybody here in Aotearoa knows him all too well. Killed it in the Super 15 final, also in the Bledisloe Cup. On there by Ireland, so it'll be a scrum. Australia feed.
There's a man, Rocky Elsom. He had a season over with Leinster and won the European Cup, the Heineken Cup there 3 or 4 seasons ago. He'll know the power of this Irish back row, and a lot of inside knowledge, I'm sure, will be involved in the Australian brief part of this game.
914 kilos, this Australian scrum. Been helped out with a bit of beef in that back row. And just in case you've just tuned in, David Pocock, the explosive number 7 for Australia, he's out. Stephen Moore, so a late scratch from the team. Now, Cooper, his first opportunity, bumps off one. Still going, Quade Cooper. It's a dangerous customer ball, spills forward. It's Carney. Put the hand out, Curtly Beale just got cleaned up, but they'll go back to the original knock on by Cooper.
Yeah, timeout. Timeout.
I wasn't quite sure. I have a feeling here that Bryce Lawrence is going over to see his touch judge for the high tackle. The high tackle occurred after a knock-on, and therefore, for me, first offence is the knock-on. High tackle is irrelevant. The referee should have blown the whistle straight away for the knock-on.
Yeah. I think he definitely had his hand out, so he was giving the advantage to Australia, but I guess the ball was still in play.
And how many metres?
No, it wasn't in play.
15.
But I don't know why he didn't blow it up early.
10 green.
15 green, and we're going 10 metres in.
Deliberations going on there.
We'll have a look at this. Cooper gets the tackle, busts out of the tackle, and that's what the Irish can't do. This guy is dangerous, so dangerous with the ball. And again, I think that was looked pretty bad in slow motion.
No, there's no doubt it was a high tackle. I think they could have argued the case that it might have, well, it was definitely a knock-on. Great tackle from Darcy on Quade Cooper. The ball just spilled forward, but obviously, as you say, I think he was playing advantage. High tackle, fair enough, I guess. We decided we weren't going to give the referees too much stick last week.
Look,
let's not start.
No, let's not start now. Look, we're 16 games into it. Don't want to start throwing jabs now.
Nah, come on. They're only trying to do a job, right?
Logan, they've done a fantastic job at that as well. They've had a couple of curlies thrown at them in this Rugby World Cup. Now, James O'Connor, preferred kicker for Australia, ahead of Quade Cooper. 75% so far for the tournament. And he is a talent. Second youngest player ever behind Johnny Wilkinson to crack 100 test points. I tell you what, if he can turn up to team photos, he's got a bright future. Very bright future. Definitely one of the superstars of the game. Taking his time. O'Connor just pushes it. And to the left, so first attempt unsuccessful for Australia, and the score will remain 0-0.
It's a bad miss by O'Connor. Would have taken some of the sting out of the Irish attack. I mean, Ireland have started this game like a house on fire, and that would have just settled them down and got Australia, I guess, given Australia the advantage going into this game.
Deep restart by Sexton. Now Beale puts the ball up high. Test Carney. Beale's done a fantastic job. Gets up, offloads. Rocky Elsom in support. Now Australia with momentum. Fainga gets met in a strong tackle by O'Driscoll. There's Guinea off to his captain. Also Queensland Reds teammate Hall. 15 metres out from the Irish line. McCalman. Genia with that elusive darting run, gets cleaned up by O'Brien. Politano, 5 metres out now, edging closer. They've got a massive overlap on the right-hand side. They elect to cart it up again. Vickerman this time. Irish hands on the ball, just slowing it down. Ball's called out. Politano, big tackle by Healy.
Go back, Green. Scrum.
Just approaching 10 phases now, right outside the sticks, but scrum called. Australia feed.
I have to say, I really thought the referee did very well. He played the advantage, and all credit to Australia. They were really going for the 7 points there. But right at the end of that brilliant passage of play, some very, very aggressive Irish defence. This was absolutely magnificent from Curtly Beale. Look at his eyes on the ball, and that is straight out of Aussie rules, isn't it, Mark?
Oh, it was a great take. I mean, unfortunately, McCartney, he didn't jump. He didn't leave his feet and made it a little bit easier. But Australia had a huge overlap on the right-hand side. The ball had to come out cleanly, and it was a try for sure.
Yep. Flankers.
Now, first scrum, an attacking position for Australia.
Crouch.
To be an early tester to see where the changes in the full pack affect this set, but holds up.
Reset.
Yeah, reset.
I'd make a comment about the scrum, Gavin, but I'll leave that up to you. You're the expert.
Yeah, I'm sure that we can, between us, figure our way out as to what they're doing.
Oh, I tell you what, Buck Shelford had been on the back of about 1,000 of them. He didn't understand what was going on.
I think the referees don't really. They give one penalty to one team, one penalty to the next team. It all evens itself out eventually, doesn't it?
Touch. Pause. Engage.
Penalty given. Scrum collapsing against the Irish, so look, you'd think that they'd take the penalty with a handy position. Again, there's a fair bit of feeling in this game. Hideki Samoa, the big number 8, had a new lease on life. His rugby career just re-emerged out of the wilderness. It's been 5 years out of the national team.
I think he was 5 years. When he did play his 6 test match for Australia, he shaved his head. He was bald, I think, for those 6 test matches, and now he's just got the best fro that I've ever seen in world rugby. Him and Pilota now, they like to let their hair grow.
Well, I have to say, I think this is a real let-off for Ireland. If they're only going to concede 3 points here, which looks likely, I think they'll take that massive let-off. Australia, obviously, would have liked the 7 points.
James O'Connor. Comes into the team, the starting lineup to replace Digby Iwane with a fractured thumb. Normally 6 weeks out. They're saying he's going to be ready come knockout round. And he makes no mistake with that. Of course, that's if Australia make it.
Australia will make it. I mean, Ireland come out of the, started off the blocks, full of vim and vigour, and I think Australia now will peg them down.
Yeah, no. The Australians, they would know that Ireland are going to come at them, and it's just, I think Ireland, every time that they're in the opposition half, they have to try and create a try scoring or a penalty scoring opportunity.
Sexton gets the game back under the way. Good take by Dan Vickers. Guinea to Cooper. Here's Beale. He's had an automatic impact in this game. Australia looking to run it wide. Pat McKay breaks the first tackle. Cooper again, looking to link up. Hallwell.
Holding on.
It's been a contentious issue, this ball on the ground, and I think a lot of the coaches are a bit perplexed as to how the referees are going to referee there, and certainly Horwell, the Australian captain, looked a wee bit disappointed. Good tackle from Paul O'Connell.
Is he in the position to release the ball, or was the ball basically, almost glued to his arms?
Are you an Australian by any chance?
I am, but there was no way in the world he could have released that ball.
Well, all right. Maybe he should have done it.
So Sean O'Brien.
No, we're not here to bang the referee.
Number 10, Jonathan Sexton. To try and even the legend, Ed Ledger. Sorry. 26 years old, making his 21st test for Ireland. Of course, good enough to keep Ronan O'Gara, third top point scorer in history, on the bench. It's a lot of faith placed on the shoulders of the Irish number 10. You could tell from that angle it never looked as though it was going over. And interesting, well, Gavin Hastings, look, we're talking about your stats, and you were shooting, what, about 99.9% in your career, but the percentage over the first 8 games was at 61%, which I'm just wondering, what's the deal here?
Yeah, it does seem extraordinary, and I would love to ask some of the goal kickers what they think. They're probably publicly just not going to come out and give the ball a hard time, because they can't. It doesn't make any difference, and I would have thought they've just got to practice and practice, keep on practicing, and they'll come right.
I understand what you're saying, Gavin, but also Johnny Wilkerson missed 6 or 7 the other day. He doesn't miss anything.
Well, it's awful. High ball. Put Curtly Beale under pressure this time, and it looks as though number 15, Carney, has got one back on his opposite. So now Ireland on the attack. Keith Earls pushes the ball forward another 5 metres. Darcy. Watanabe around the waist. Big number 3, Mike Ross. Lents the club. Sexton. Fake double round. There we go. Brian O'Driscoll making his first statement of the game. They cross in to the danger zone of Australian territory. So O'Brien taking again to the short side. Clever little kick put through, just a little bit too deep.
No advantage.
Will Guinea will be there to clean it up.
Yeah, it's always the hallmark of a great scrum half. Not only their passing duties, their awareness, but getting back there in defence. And Guinea did very, very well. Sexton just a wee bit too aggressive on that kick through and going over. But you've got to say, Mark, Ireland coming back into this game strongly again.
They are competitive, and they're really doing well. But I'm not a great fan, Gavin. I don't know what you think of doing grubber kicks, particularly in the attacking 22. You might as well hold the ball.
I'm with you on that. Have Ireland been awarded a penalty? It looks like it, hasn't it? So maybe he knew it was coming, and he thought, well, let's try for the 5 points. So.
Yeah, perhaps, and I understand, but maybe 5 points is always better than 3. May have just held on to the ball a little bit and trusted your arm.
Yeah. Well, I think you'd fit into this Australian team just fine. We're not kicking, we're running, we're scoring tries, boys.
Mate, I wouldn't fit into the jumpers, let alone the team.
But there's the excellence of Brian O'Driscoll that we saw there. Just beautiful angles of running right on that pop, and he was charging into the opposition defence. That creates this opportunity for Jonathan Sexton.
Sexton unsuccessful just a few minutes ago in his first penalty attempt, so he'll get another try again from a handy position. Punches it hard, punches it low, and it goes over the sticks. So Ireland, it's been a fast and furious start by the Irish, and it'll be 3-all 16 minutes into the game.
Well, I'd say that you just look at the joy on the Irish faces there from the spectators, and they feel that their team is in with an excellent chance. Great spectacle, loads of flags around. The gold of Australia, the green of Ireland.
Great take by Tommy Bowe, number 14. It's on the halfway mark now. Ireland, the wind back in the sails. Sexton. The best inside runner. Finds Carney. Looking now, just wipes his knee. Here's O'Connell. Almost making a half break.